it's Taryn, or VSG, tearing it up. Today is January 16th, 2018. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy or weight loss surgery on September 19th, 2017 with Dr. Carbulli at Henry Ford Main Hospital in Detroit. My high weight was 278. Day of surgery, I was 232. We're going to go 2 weeks ago, I was 203.8. I was severely sick last week, got down to 196.6. I knew it was because I was sick. So I ended up back up to 201. And now, currently, I am 198.6. So up 2 pounds from last week, which is fine. I told you before. I hate getting sick. I hate throwing up. If I had to say never lost another pound and never threw up again, I would take it. Like, I would trade it in just because I hate being sick that much. But I am down 5.2 pounds from 2 weeks ago. So I still have been losing, but I did like drop down and then bounce back up, whatever. You know, if you are that sick, then whatever. So I have some things, but I'll wait a minute. I'm going to do just a quick body shot. I was 1 week post-op and I did a body shot in the same outfit. So I thought it might be interesting. It used to be really tight. Now I can like wrap a bit, but I don't know. And pull it and see. And then I have my lipoma. I got it removed. So it's really healing well. If you guys seen it on Instagram, it looked like it was going to be a big old Franken scar. But, I mean, it's really light. It looks really good. That's only 2.5 weeks since I got it removed. So, okay, I'm going to move you down a shelf to try to get my belly. So these are the pants. They're still like tight, but they're super loose, like in the legs and everything. It's just right here. Let me see. So my scars are teeny. They're pretty light. So you can compare it to like a finger. That one's a little bit bigger. And then that one. So they're pretty tiny. I still have my fupa, my flap, whatever you want to call it. But you can see where my stomach is now. Or where it should be. So, I mean, it's not bad, you know, it's getting shorter, so that's great. But, I mean, if you look on Instagram, I'll try to do, I'm not cool like Altered Alley where she does the side-by-side as the video is going. I am not that cool, guys. I don't think I'll ever be that cool. But, I mean, it's a big difference. Like, the shirt is, like, loose now. And it used to be tight. Okay, are we back recording? Yeah. Okay. So, since last week, oh, you see my cat? She's taking a bath. Hi, Fluff. Since last week, I have been really struggling to get my protein in. I had quit tracking for a couple weeks, and then once I started tracking again, I realized I was not getting in enough protein. I've been trying to eat like more fruit and vegetables, and I think that's the reason. Are you playing with the curtain, Fluffy? Oh, come here. No? She's gripping onto that couch. So, like, yeah, I haven't been getting in my protein, so I've been trying to step it up. Honestly, been having to do, like, protein shakes again. For a while, I wasn't doing protein shakes. Sorry, she's so funny. So I'm having to do protein shakes. Yesterday, I had a bad food day. I only took one thing to work, and I guess I thought I would get done sooner than I did. I ended up where I was starving, like I thought I was gonna die hungry. So I ended up going to McDonald's. I just ordered like a double cheeseburger and a small fry, and I just ate, like, took the bun off and was eating like the burger and then like some fries or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I was like freaking starving. And then we went to the movies last night. I ended up eating popcorn. My daughter made beef Alfredo, I guess. And I had about 2 ounces of that, like, whatever. I mean, so I'm sure I was actually back down to like 197 yesterday, but all the sodium I ate, I'm sure that's why I'm up. So I'll probably be down even more once I, flush that sodium out, because I've been trying not to eat that much, because if I eat a lot of sodium, I have to take my blood pressure pill. If I don't, then I don't have to take it. So why do I keep eating sodium, right? So I've been working on that. But whenever I leave out and I'm not prepared, sucks to be me. One NSV is, I don't know if I've said this on here yet, but being able to sit Indian style. The other day I was sitting on the couch and I was like sitting Indian style, and my husband was like, "Oh, you do that now?" And I'm like, "Apparently." And then I've been able to sit like this. Like, and I've just like caught myself doing it where, like, you see my knee is like up to my chest, like right here. And like before, my stomach was so huge I couldn't even get it up. So I'll just be hanging out and just have my leg up. Like, that's a huge NSV, because it's been a long time since I've been able to do stuff like that. My winter coat, I think I bought it 2 years ago, and I've just refused to buy another one. When I bought it, hang on, I think it's a 3X. Oh, it's a 2X. But when I bought it, it was so tight I could barely zip it. And now if you see, like, I can wrap it around myself, like, all that extra, like, this much extra material. Like, I'm half the person that used to fit in here. Sorry, that was kind of impromptu. Shaving my legs. I feel like the lighting really sucks. Just kidding. Let's see if that helped. Yeah, I don't know. So, like, shaving my legs is easier. I can clip my toenails without, like, having to contort my whole body. We were at the movies, and my husband looked over, and he's like, "Oh, you can sit in a chair like a regular person now." Because it used to be, like, we could barely sit next to each other. Because, like, he's kind of pouring into mine, and I was kind of pouring into his. And now, like, I fit like a normal person, and I have my own space, and I'm not in his space. So, that was nice. So, as far as, like, marriage goes, I know that people say that, like, weight loss surgery affects your marriage. I feel like it has good and bad. I feel like, our sex life is better and easier. We're both enjoying it more now. Like, he is wanting to pull all over me, like, touch all over me all day, every day, which is great, Downside, I feel like, he's sometimes a little bit insecure, and I'm not used to that. Like, neither one of us are insecure people, but, like, lately he's been just making, like, kind of comments like, "Oh, are you gonna leave me?" Or, like, I was talking to him about, like, plastics I wanted to get and stuff. He's like, "Who are you trying to impress?" He was like, "I loved you at your biggest, like, you're almost 300 pounds, and I loved you just the same. Like, why do you think that you need to do plastic surgery? And I'm like, I want to do it for me, you know, but I think that that's kind of bugging him a little bit. Like, oh, well, who are you trying to impress, you know? And it's not about impressing others. It's about, like, being comfortable. Like, you see all this? Like, I don't know if you can see it, but this is, like, gross, right? So, I'm going to need to deal with that eventually. Like, my real arm is here. And I have all this under it. Like, yeah. I got the broken arm. So that's something I want to get done. I want to get my tummy tuck. Oh, so in order to get your insurance to pay for a tummy tuck, you got to have like a medical reason. So I'm trying to, I have to get documented proof of like rashes and stuff. So I got to see what else. My surgeon's office gave me the #2 plastic surgeon who does a lot of HAPs, tummy tuck after weight loss surgery. So I got to call them and see like what the exact requirements are. Because when I called HAP, they're like, oh, it just has to be medically necessary. And I'm like, so what makes it medically necessary? And she just didn't tell me. She was like vague booking, you know, like people put on Facebook like vague shit. Anyways, I know they say like, oh, so if I find out more details, I'll let you guys know. I haven't yet. But actually, I have a rash for the first time because I haven't, like, okay, fat girl confessions, right? Like, a way to prevent rashes, if you take, like, spray deodorant and put it under your belly, then, you know, probably won't get a rash. I never have. But I quit doing it because I have to get rashes. And so I currently have a rash. So now I just got to go to the doctor to get medicine for it. So it can be documented. And I took pictures. I did it in like a full-length mirror so you can see my face and everything. And then I did like some up close. And I just like held my stomach up. That way, if they need it, I have physical, visual proof. And then if I go to the doctor, then we'll have document from a doctor. And I think I'm going to have to do that at least monthly. I'm not sure how often. I'm going to try to find that out. Because I want a tummy tuck and I would love to have insurance pay for it. I also probably want to get my legs done, my thighs, and my arms. Minimally. I don't know. I'll see how I lose, how far I get down, how much I'll need. Like, I don't know. We'll see. But in my brain, that's what I'm thinking of. And I know they say, don't make any drastic changes during the first year. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm working on getting a new job. So it is not, I don't feel like WLS related at all. My work, I do home care, and they're trying to crack down on paperwork right now. So they put this guy in charge of it and is like, he's been sending these threatening messages, threatening our paychecks on a daily basis, saying, oh, it has to be in complete status. So they moved our deadline. It used to be, that's my husband calling. Sorry, babe. So it used to be that we had till Wednesday to turn in our paperwork. They moved it to Sunday the week before. So you already took away 2 days of our timeline to turn it in. And then they're saying it has to be in complete status. So that means it has to go through the QA process before we can get paid. And I'm like, screw you. That's obnoxious, because if someone else doesn't do their job, that should not reflect my paycheck. You give me a deadline. As long as I meet the deadline, there's absolutely no excuse not to pay me. And like this guy, I've been going back and forth with him, and he's a jerk and he's rude, and he just keeps like sending these rude, threatening messages, threatening that we're not going to get paid like on a daily basis. And I'm like, fuck this shit. Like, why should I work my ass off. Why should I have to worry about if I'm going to get paid or not? If I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, I don't give a shit what QA is doing. I don't. It's not my business. Threaten their paycheck, not mine. So the owner found out, like, so I put in an application at a psych place around here and I accepted the job. and I start on the 22nd. Well, the owner of the company found out, and he called me, and he's like, well, why would you do that? And I'm like, because I'm not going to have somebody harassing me on a daily basis, threatening my money. I'm like, I have kids I have to take care of. I have a house. I have bills. I have a car note. Like, if I don't get my paycheck, I'm screwed. Oh, no, we're just trying to crack down because so many people aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing. I said, then you need to address it with those people, because now I'm making sure I got my money. I'm going to go get a second job. I'm going to work Saturday, Sunday at the other place, and then still do home care during the week or whatever. But I need consistent income, and I need a paycheck guaranteed, not where I got to get threatened on a daily basis that I'm not going to get my paycheck if someone else doesn't do their work. Like, I can understand if it's based on my ability to do my work. I have no problem meeting whatever stupid deadline they make. Even if they move it up 2 days, I still got it all in by 9 p.m. Sunday. So I am willing to do what I have to do, but I shouldn't have to depend on QA doing their work in order for me to get a paycheck. So to me, that has nothing to do with WLS, right? Like, so I don't know. I really debated it, because I know they say, oh, don't make any drastic decisions in the first year. So I was trying to make sure that I wasn't just being irrational or anything. But I mean, once this guy started texting every single day, making these nasty text messages, I was done. Like, I'm not dealing with somebody threatening me on a daily basis. I do not deserve that. And I work too hard for my money. If you don't want to pay me, I'll go somewhere that does. Like, nurses can get a job any day, anywhere. It doesn't matter. Yeah. So, I've also been doing something different, but I'm not going to talk about it this week. I'm going to talk about it next week, because I want to be able to fully review it before I put it on here. Anyways, I'm pretty happy with 5.2 pounds in the last 2 weeks. Oh, I'm almost cleared for my shoulder. I think I gotta wait like till next week, and then I can start doing whatever, so I can get back to the gym. Because I really, this last week, I didn't even go for a walk. Like, maybe once. I haven't been walking or anything, you know. Being sick Tuesday really threw me off, and then Wednesday and Thursday, I still felt iffy, you know, so I just didn't feel up to it, and then, I don't know, whatever. I just got lazy. I'm not really sure what happened. But it's kind of discouraging, too, whenever you're not even allowed to do stuff, like to just drive all the way to the gym just to go for a walk. But it's too cold to walk outside. So I need to get my life together. I hope that adding more exercise will help improve it. I just, you know, I think at this point it's pretty much healed, right? But I don't know. I think one more week and I'll be fine, and then I won't have to worry about my incision opening back up or anything, which, I mean, it looks really good. I'm really impressed. The doctor was impressed. He was like, wow, that looks really good. Yeah, so whatever. I think that's it. Have a good week. Make it happen, right?